Our next inductee, definitely a critical thinker. She was also a basketball star. Fired up, Hubbard Tigers, fired up. Delores Harmin, primarily a defensive player, but she could do it all. She earned a basketball scholarship to Fort Valley State University, finished with degrees in mathematics and physics. Used those to go on to work for the Apollo and Friendship capsules as a space analyst for McDonnell Douglas. Then formed her own information and technology firm, consultant for numerous major corporations around the country and around the globe, and also in her spare time decided, why don't I also coach youth soccer? She has done it all, and tonight she earns induction into the Monroe County Sports Hall of Fame, Delores Harmin.
Excuse me, guys, I'm not 91 yet, but I just had an operation less than 2 months ago on my back. So things are going very, very well. But I'm here, and I wanted to be here to celebrate this honor with all the other honorees. The heart of a man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. Proverbs 16:9. You can only plan and prepare to be the best of your abilities, but ultimately, it is up to the Lord to establish your steps. I would like to thank the Forsyth Monroe County Sports Hall of Fame Selection Committee for my selection as an inductee in the Sports Hall of Fame. I do consider it an honor. Also, thanks to the late Marcus Whitehead for the nomination and relentless pursuit to say, Delores, just write it up, just write it up. In his hospital room, it was Delores, just go write it up, write it up. And then when he passed, Herbert called, picked up the mantle, and went and passed the nomination in. Our history makes us who we are and why we are the way we are. I am so pleased with what the Forsyth Monroe County Sports Hall of Fame is doing here in highlighting athletes in many ways might have never been known or would have been forgotten. So this is a way, not many communities do this. This is phenomenal. And I see that a lot of communities try and emulate some of the things that Monroe County does. And I am so proud of Monroe County. I live in Atlanta, but I am so proud of what you guys are doing here. Black history must be told. I am a historian. I might be a mathematician. I love numbers, but I'm a historian, a critical thinker. And a lot of things that I do, I write. I read a lot. So I do a lot of things like that. I never knew there were other black mathematicians in the space program until the movie Hidden Figures came out. In high school at Hubbard, advanced mathematics was not taught. When my parents and 5 other families petitioned the Monroe County Board of Education, they were told no expansion of the curriculum in the Negro school, no expansion. So no advanced math could be taught. So these 5 parents got together and went to Tift College to find a tutor to come in to teach these students, these 5 students, mathematics, advanced math. So James Love, Mr. Love, one of the inductees, was a math teacher, an awesome math teacher. So he came and they hired him to come and teach us advanced math, calculus, and trigonometry. Growing up here in a segregated South, even though blacks were appalled by the segregation as separate, it was not equal. I watched Monroe Academy come into existence in 1970 because the students and their families did not want to go to school with the Negro children. They didn't want to be educated with us. So these schools and these academies sprang up all over the United States from the 14 southern states, from Oklahoma to West Virginia. Academies, academies, academies everywhere. In school, we had lots of used books and used furniture. When we got these books, a lot of them had words and scratches and torn. And we went to the colonial store and got the bags, and we would come back and cover our books with those bags. Content was the same. Math, no matter what you are, what color you are, what ethnic you are, the numbers are numbers no matter where you go. So it didn't change for me. We had to cover these books with these paper bags. And in 1955, the Hubbard School Gymnasium burned down. It was not until 1963, 8 years later, that the Negro Gym was built at Hubbard School. Noting the separate but unequal gave the Negro child a better perspective as to who we were and who we could be. I was always encouraged by my family, my teacher, and the community. I was a reader, a writer, a speaker, inquisitive, an independent thinker, and I had a head for numbers. Had no idea where numbers could take me, nor the mastering of a slide rule. This is a slide rule. This is what I use as a calculator. They didn't have, these kids now use calculators. I use this. I use this at McDonnell Douglas, working on the space capsule. McDonnell Douglas is an aeronautical company, and again, I worked as a mathematician calculating for the NASA Apollo and Friendship space program. I had a top secret clearance. In 1963, when the new Hubbard Gymnasium was built, Forsyth, Monroe County was the talk of the region. Everybody wanted to come and play with us because we had this magnificent, beautiful gym. I had been playing basketball with my brother, James Henry, and cousins, including several of your past honorees. Frank Redding, my first cousin. Jimmy Watts. Alvin Toll was a little tank. He played with us, but he was little and he was a strong tank. He and his brother Emmanuel, and coached by J.P. Evans. My brother and I had a basketball goal at home, and we played challenge games across the community. We were Barnesville Road, and we played Belltown, and we played Blunt Hill. And they called it the Hill because Culloden Road and Blunt Hill played together. Had to have someone to help beat Frank Redding and all of us. But I was the only girl on the team, so they allowed me to play on the team. So consequently, when the school, the gymnasium opened in 1963, I was a tank. You know, nobody could stop me because I had been playing with the boys. Then they told me I had to play with the girls. So that was all right with me because now I'm a real defensive tank. So all went well. I also ran track, and I ran the 200 meters and the 4x4 relay. So Miss Barkley, wherever you are in here, you're my cousin, following in your footsteps, girl. Go for it. My parents, James Son Moore, worked at Warner Robins Air Force Base as an aircraft jet mechanic. He was a bondsman and a bailiff. My mom, Mary Moore, was the Hubbard School cafeteria manager. In my youth, I chose to sit at the feet of my ancestors. I chose to ask questions and write the answers down. I chose to take pictures. My mother bought me a Brownie camera when I was 11 years old. And I chose to record history all around me. A person does not have to leave their neighborhood to find history. It is all around us. Ask questions, seize the moment. Every day history is being made. Capture it. I did. I coached soccer for my son, Joshua, at the Atlanta Youth Soccer Association for more than 12 years, at 2 seasons a year. I trained and got up to a FIFA Class B certification. I was also assistant coach for Joshua's track and field. I taught him the running long jump. And as he and his team won the 4x4 relay, they won the Georgia silver medal. And they were coached by Dwight Howard. The basketball player's father was his coach, Dwight Howard Sr. It was what I always call and tell everybody, my summer from hell. They kept winning and winning and winning, and it was hot and hot, but it was victory for them. As I said, they came in second in the state. And Joshua, all of this running and doing all of this was while he became an Eagle Scout. And my being awarded Boy Scouts' highest honors, the Whitney Young Award, the Silver Beaver Wood Badge, and I was also district commissioner. A good athlete is not good alone. I would like for as many present here who played at Hubbard, the basketball players, any sports, basketball players, football players, and track and field. So please stand. If you're in here and you played at Hubbard before integration, please stand. Just stand, please. Thank you. Between Hubbard School and the State Teachers and Agricultural College, we have hundreds and hundreds of outstanding, gifted, and talented alumni. Doctors, lawyers, educators, activists, entrepreneurs, all having walked the sacred halls of old Hubbard High School. I have been the historian for the Hubbard Alumni Association for 32 years. I have written and collected history of Negro education in Monroe County from the first Negro school in 1868 until the last Negro school in 1970. These exhibits are displayed at the Hubbard Museum and Culture Center at the Hubbard School Complex. There will be an open house tonight for any of you here who would like to go, who are visiting and want to make sure that you see some of the exhibits that we have there. Again, tonight we're just going to go by and have an open house. Please join me and the Hubbard Alumni Board members for this visitation. It has been my pleasure to work beside and share the vision of our community and school with these hardworking, accomplished people whom I truly love. With the Hubbard Alumni Board members, please stand. Hubbard Alumni Board members, please stand. And Larry, Emeritus, please stand. I would like to thank my family and friends for coming tonight, especially my son, Joshua, who tried to get here from Tifton tonight. Traffic. And my daughter, Sierra, who's in the Navy in Maryland. She came down on Thursday. And my cousin and my best friend, Dr. Gloria Singleton Gaston is here from Atlanta. Finally, in my living around the country and traveling throughout the world, throughout the United States and internationally, and working for major corporations, when I say I am from Georgia, many are amazed. They assume the worst situations of hatred and abuse. I tell them that here in Forsyth, Monroe County, things are different. It was a wonderful place to grow up, inclusive, progressive, and I am proud to be a Forsythian. One quick story I wanted to share with you about an experience to show Forsyth progressiveness. And at the time, we here in the community didn't realize how progressive we were. In 1964, Monroe County had 7 Negro households were given integration vouchers to integrate the public schools. It was a trial run. I have no idea how these households were selected, but 7 were selected. 8 Negro children went to the schools, but 7 were selected, households. My household was selected for me to attend Mary Person. I refused. My parents felt I did not have the temperament to do so. So they sent my brother, Harold Moore. Frank Redding's household was selected. His sister Patricia went in his stead. David and Oretha Sewell's household was selected. Their son, Alvin Sewell, went. My senior year, and this is where the progression comes, my senior year in college, I changed my major from pure mathematics to math education. And in the winter quarter of 1970, did my student teaching in Perry, Georgia, at the segregated Black Houston High School. And a lot of you might have heard on the news about them winning the state championship. I think Denise Roberts had specials on 60 Minutes and on ABC about they never got there until 2021, got their championship awards. But I changed, after changing my major, and I went to Houston High School. Within 2 weeks of being there at Houston High School, all of Houston County was segregated. And Houston High School went to Warner Robins, and I went to Warner Robins. And it was like an atomic bomb had hit that whole county. It was race riots everywhere. I was harassed as a teacher, called all kinds of things. So it was a really, really experience. But what had happened is that Houston County had not prepared their students and their community for what Monroe County had already previously prepared for. The trial run helped. It helped a lot of things. So I look at Monroe County as being very, very progressive in a lot of things that they do and they've done. So no chaos was going on here in Monroe County. And again, thank you, Selection Committee, for having chosen me. And again, I accept this honor. And as Maya Angelou would say, I wouldn't take nothing from my journey. Thank you.